going to be remembering Ethiopians whom we lost this past month, and also a colleague, Antane Tareke, our professional colleague, whom we lost in the past month. So we're going to take a moment of silence to remember these Ethiopians. Thank you. A very good morning and warm welcome to you all to the 20th Annual Conference and Continuing Professional Development Platform. My name is Yosef Turuna. I'll be facilitating the first part of this session. This conference also marks the 50th anniversary and golden jubilee of the Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Association. Congratulations. Enquan adarasachu. Welcome with us. 50 years is a very long time for any establishment, and as any organization, we had our highs and lows throughout the years. We'll be sharing some of the milestones through various sessions and presentations. We'll also expect you to reflect on these points later in the sessions. So our theme for this special edition of the conference is Laboratory Medicine, the Gate to Better Health. In the first part of this morning, we'll be hearing remarks from our distinguished speakers from government and partner agencies. We have the annual award ceremony for outstanding students, and anniversary cake and coffee, as you can see, is also in order for our celebration. And as this is a learning platform, we'll be attending 2 plenary sessions and presentations on various themes important to public health. You'll also have ample time to network and visit the exhibitions and get acquainted with the latest in the sector. I know you'll all have a busy social weekend. This is a wedding season, but I'm sure your time is worth spending rather. So enjoy these 2 days with all of our programs. But before we get into our welcoming remarks, we have to give a special thanks and appreciation to our partners and sponsors, the Federal Ministry of Health, MOH, Ethiopian Public Health Institute, my former institute, Food, Medicine and Healthcare Administration and Control Authority, FMHACA. These are our government partners. Thank you for your usual support and direction. This conference would not have been possible without the generous support of the World Health Organization country office here in Ethiopia. Thank you very much. And we also extend our appreciation and thanks to Ethiopian Medical Association, Center for Disease Control, CDC Ethiopia, JPIGO, affiliate of Johns Hopkins University in Ethiopia, Management Sciences for Health, HIL TB Ethiopia program, the International Center for AIDS Care and Treatments, ICAP Ethiopia. Thank you very much. And the sector companies are also working with us, and you'll be able to visit them at their exhibition stands at the corridors. Mindre and Afro-German Chemicals PLC, Becton Dickinson East Africa, Labora International Trading PLC, Medicor Africa PLC, Jury Labs Manufacturing Industry, Arsho Laboratories, Valdez Medical and Diagnostic Supplies, ZAF Pharmaceuticals, Medilab Medical Equipment Importer, and Adutech Enterprises. You're not only supporting EMLA, but also doing your part in improving the health of Ethiopians. So thank you all very much. Now I'm going to lead you to our welcoming remarks from our President, Dr. Gameda Abebe, President of Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Association. Please welcome him to the stage.
As you all know, EMLA was established 50 years back in 1964 with concerted efforts of laboratory professionals with core objective of promoting the health laboratory agenda in Ethiopia. It was registered as professional association by the Ministry of Justice in 1974 under the name of Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Association, and later as Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Technician and Technologists Association. Going through dynamic evolution, it was registered by the Ethiopian Government Law of Charities and Society Proclamation number 161, 2009, and become the today's EMLA. Invited guests, dear members, at its establishment 50 years back, EMLA had only 49 members. In 1979, just 5 years later, the members' population grew to 190, most of whom were with relatively low professional profile. Today, we are enjoying huge number of membership, which is around 5,000, and becoming one of the largest professional associations in Ethiopia. Some of the main objectives envisioned by EMLA are protecting professionals working in medical laboratory sciences, to strengthen the national health system, laboratory health system so as to improve quality laboratory service, to promote national disease control and prevention efforts through improved diagnostics, research, surveillance, and other health laboratory services, to contribute to capacity building of the health sector through targeted trainings such as continuing medical education, workshops, curriculum development, and other similar academic programs, to contribute to the improvement of networking of laboratories involved in provision of healthcare services by harmonizing methods, standards, and operational procedures, to conduct relevant research, evaluation, and monitoring of health laboratory system in the country, and to give advice to relevant bodies or institutions, and to contribute in ensuring standards of ethics among medical laboratory professionals, to advise the Ministry of Health and other institutions in matters which is related to laboratory medicine. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this year's annual conference of EMLA is Laboratory Medicine, the Gate to Better Health. Our main reason why we chose this theme is that evidence-based laboratory results are the gateway to prevent, treat, and plan and manage priority diseases. It is why it is often indicated that without diagnostics, medicine is blind. This justifies the central role of laboratory medicine in overall clinical practice and patient care. Treating without evidence will give rise to unfavorable outcomes. In most developed countries, clinical decisions about patient management depend on evidence from the laboratory in about 70% of the case. Invited guests, dear members, this year's annual conference is unique mainly because of two reasons. First, we launched Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Medicine. We launched Ethiopian Journal of Laboratory Medicine, which is the official journal of EMLA for the first time. The journal contributes to address EMLA's mission through publishing peer-reviewed original research articles, review articles, case studies, short communications of research, correspondence to editorial board, and editorial comments on current issues facing the community in areas pertaining to laboratory medicine. Second, this is the time when EMLA has just supported the Federal Ministry of Health in starting to develop the national laboratory policy. Dear invited guests and members, during our stay at this conference, we will celebrate EMLA's 50th year anniversary and Golden Jubilee. For the first time, we will also recognize top-ranking graduating medical laboratory students from different universities. As usual, scientific sessions from our esteemed colleagues and exhibitors will make major share of this event. The scientific program will cover a wide range of topics that includes sessions of panel discussion on subthematic areas, followed by state-of-the-art lecture of continuing medical education. There are going to be 49 abstracts for presentation, 24 oral and 23 poster presentations. Uniquely, this year there will going to be parallel oral presentations. These scientific presentations are expected to make input to evidence-based practice of patient care. This is an ideal opportunity to share knowledge and gain deeper insight into all aspects of laboratory medicine, not only by participating in the conference, attending oral and poster presentations, but also by visiting exhibitions where all the latest technological advances in laboratory medicine will be displayed. I also feel that this annual conference will create an environment where you can make networking with your domestic as well as international peers. Invited guests, dear members, customary to our annual conference, the event will culminate with business meeting of the General Assembly. Please be active participant in all the events. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the Federal Minister of Health, World Health Organization Country Office, WHO Ethiopia, Ethiopian Public Health Institutes, Food and Medicine and Healthcare Administration Control Authority, FMHACA, Ethiopian Medical Association, CDC Ethiopia, JAPIGO, Management Science for Health, which is HEAL-TB, ICAP Ethiopia, Mindre and Afro German Chemicals PLC, Becton Dickinson Company, Labora International Trading PLC, Medicor Africa PLC, Labs Manufacturing Industry for their financial support in realizing the conference to be a success. Finally, I wish to thank different volunteer technical working groups of EMLA for their unreserved commitment and inspiration to realize today's conference. I wish you all enjoyable and fruitful conference. Thank you very much.
Next is a keynote address from the Ethiopian Public Health Institute, and Ato Gonfa Ayana, who is the Regional Laboratory Capacity Building Director, will give us the keynote address. Ato Gonfa.
Dr. Addis Tambre, Director General of the Office of the Minister, Dr. Kilebu, WHO representative in Ethiopia, Dr. Gamada Abebe, President of EMLA. Distinguished participants and ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I would like to, on behalf of Dr. Amha Kabede, Director General of the EPHI, who unfortunately could not attend this meeting because of another commitment, and the EPHI family, to congratulate EMLA on its 15th anniversary as well as Golden Jubilee. Half a century is a long time and presents a special opportunity to reflect on challenges overcome and milestones achieved. EPHI, as the birthplace and home to the first laboratory sciences in this nation, has been in one or another way very much sharing and engaged in the fulfillment of the vision and the mission of EMLA. Therefore, this jubilee is ours, for all of us. The critical role of laboratory services in the healthcare delivery, in the quality of healthcare delivery system of the country is well established today. There is no argument on that. And that's why the theme of this conference, Laboratory Medicine, the Gate to Better Health, is appropriate and timely. As such, the quality of laboratory services immensely influences the quality of the overall care, and also affects epidemiological studies. Surveys and surveillances of diseases are incomplete, if not impossible, without quality laboratory support. The critical of labs in timely detection and identification of etiologic and causative agents of epidemics and their proper management is not overemphasized. Many operational public health and all basic biomedical research rely either on reliable laboratory testing or retrospective lab data thereof. However, despite this and other crucial roles the laboratories play in the healthcare delivery, services, disease prevention and control programs, laboratories in this country and elsewhere in the African region have not been given the attention they deserve until very recent past. Most laboratories in the region used to be poorly resourced and operated with limited capacity. The situation has improved considerably over time, but not totally alleviated even today. There are many challenges confronting the laboratory system as they do exist in the overall health care system. Substandard infrastructure, inadequate supplies, inadequate equipment system, maintenance problems are the most critical ones we observe today. With the advent of HIV and the subsequent introduction of ART at the national scales, labs in this country and the whole African region started attracting the attention of ministers, health ministers, and policy makers to the extent that they became one of the focus programmatic areas in the overall HIV/AIDS prevention, care, and treatment programs. As such, laboratory capacity building and quality improvement issues became one of the top priority agendas of international donor agencies like WHO, Global Fund, PEPFAR, and the like. In addition, the growing need for the timely and accurate detection of the causative agents, bacterial, parasitological, of all sorts of epidemics, including the proper identification and the characterization of environmental contaminants, has led to the fast development of specialized clinical and public health laboratories like polio, TB, and the like. In Ethiopia, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, in Ethiopia, the historical development of clinical and public health laboratory service is very much closely linked to the development of EPHI itself. As the first clinical and public health laboratory institution in the country, EPHI has served as a model and a lead for the subsequent development of the sector nationwide. In this respect, EPHI was one of the first schools of laboratory technology and served as such for many years until the responsibility was taken over by the Ministry of Education a few years back. But we still maintain, as EPHI, the in-service capacity building trainings. EPHI has been serving as the national reference laboratory, as everybody knows. It is also responsible for the evaluation and validation of new laboratory technologies and methods, and has been also serving and building the capacity of regional laboratories to improve and ensure the accessibility of laboratory services to the community and our citizens. And the EPHI has been formally mandated to lead the national laboratory system and programs since 2005. Which is followed by the development of the first national laboratory master plan in 2006 and has been implemented since then. And critical strategies in the laboratory master plan include laboratory quality improvement and accreditation, including overall capacity building of the system. In order to enhance efforts towards laboratory accreditation in this country, the Ethiopian Public Health Institute has adopted the process and tools recommended by WHO AFRO, which is the strengthening laboratory management towards accreditation and stepwise laboratory improvements towards accreditation.
Gonfa, from my days at the university, being an excellent instructor and also a colleague. He's now in management, but I just witnessed he still is sharp in his technical knowledge. Kudos to you, and more years of lab service. Thank you very much, Ato Gonfa. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome Dr. Pierre Mipele Kilebu, WHO representative in Ethiopia, for a keynote address.
Dear Dr. Addis Tamire, Director General of the Office of the Federal Minister of Health, Dr. Abebe Gemeda, President of the Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Association, Dr. Zachu, Executive Director of EMLA, dear partners and colleagues, I stand here with great pleasure and honor on behalf of the World Health Organization to congratulate you all on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of your association, the Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Association. This golden jubilee of your association gives me an opportunity to remind all of us with the importance of high-quality health laboratory services, which is now widely recognized. Many therapeutic decisions rely heavily on data from health laboratories. Early detection and management of disease outbreaks can only be accomplished by putting responsive laboratory systems in place. Prevention and treatment of both infectious and communicable disease requires accurate diagnostic information. A credible and accessible laboratory service capable of producing reliable results in a timely manner is a cornerstone of any country's capacity to investigate and respond to public health events. WHO provides frameworks, tools, and expertise to inform and support health authorities in strengthening their laboratory capacity, quality, and safety and security. It does so through knowledge sharing, technical assistance, delivery of external quality assessment schemes, and provision of essential equipment and supplies. WHO, of course, today, tomorrow, will embrace the mission of the Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Association to promote policies, programs, and technologies that ensure continuous improvement in the quality of laboratory education, services, and research. Dear colleagues and friends, we look forward to strengthening our partnership in this endeavor toward the attainment of the highest standard of health by the Ethiopian people. The Ethiopian Medical Laboratory Association will have a key role to play in the implementation of the next 5 years health sector transformation plan. You should be part of this plan to improve the betterment of the Ethiopian people. Happy Golden Jubilee. Congratulations. እንኳን ደስ አላችሁ እንኳን ለ50ኛ ዓመት አደረሳችሁ አመሰግናለሁ
እንደምን አደራችሁ ይሄ ላጭር ሰው የሚሆን አይደለም Dear Dr. Gamada Abebe, President of EMLA, dear Dr. Pierre Impele, WHO representative, but above all, a good friend of the ministry and the government of Ethiopia, dear Gzacho, ED of EMLA, dear members of the executive committee of EMLA, dear members and participants, ladies and gentlemen. First, I brought you a very warm greeting from His Excellency Minister Kaseta Brahana Admasu. He also sent his apologies for he couldn't make it today. He would have loved to be here with you on this very special occasion of your annual conference and on the celebration of the 15th anniversary and golden jubilee of EMLA. But you couldn't make it because of the obvious, very critical overlapping commitments. And he sent his best wishes to the successful deliberations and the successful conduct of this event at the chief patron of EMLA. Dr. Kasata is officially the chief patron of the Ethiopian Medical Association. I extremely deem it a great honor to be here with you to open the EMLA 20th Annual Conference and Continuous Professional Development, and above all, to be part of the celebration of the 15th anniversary and Golden Jubilee of EMLA. EMLA has come a very, very long way in supporting the health system of this country. When you think of a healthcare system cannot be complete without a very strong laboratory medicine capacity. So it's very proper that EMLA this year has chosen the theme of laboratory medicine as a gateway to better health. EMLA over the last years has played a very critical role in strengthening the laboratory system capacity and also improving the quality of services through different trainings, continuous medical education, curriculum development, and so on. And it has played a very critical role in advocating laboratory medicine to be properly positioned in the healthcare system of Ethiopia. As you know, Ethiopia has come a very long way in addressing the primary healthcare needs of its population through the construction of thousands, more than 16,000 of health posts, more than